Hi guys, you guys are able to hear me? Hi guys, you guys are able to hear me? Perfect. So welcome. Hi guys. And I'm pretty excited, to be honest with you, to be here today. And I want to have this live streaming session because I've been receiving a lot of questions in regards to how is it that I would advise you and what is it that I would recommend you guys to do specifically in order to be a successful uh, binary options or forex trader. It doesn't matter which industry you guys are going with, either it's binary options or forex. Um, it takes the same. So I want to start by thanking you guys for being subscribed to my channel and for being part of this great community, which is the Binary Living Way. And if you guys are watching this on the replay, you guys can subscribe to my channel once. And I would appreciate it for the ones that are looking, watching the video, if you guys can help me out with comments and with a like in the video so that we can go ahead and grow this community a little bit more. So we're gonna start real quick because I want to keep this session short. Um, but with the first step as to how to be a successful trader, the first step you guys have to take, and the most important one, I think, is to choose a trusted broker. There are many ways to simply be there for. I mean, there's a lot of ways to determine how is a trusted broker, and basically the biggest confusion that I've seen and a lot of people is to that you might think that a regulated broker means a trusted broker, but it's not true. We've seen many regulated brokers that have closed their doors. Many regulated brokers that basically got their regulation, they kept it for like 3 months and then they closed their doors. And there are a lot of brokers out there that have enough money in order to get a regulation from an authority company and present themselves as regulated brokers. We have the example of Bank the Binary, which was a broker that got a regulation, but he had a lot of negative comments and a lot of negativity going through their feedback. So, I mean, we can't trust a broker just by telling ourselves that this is a regulated broker. We need to go the extra mile. We need to understand what people are saying about them. We need to know exactly what's going on with the broker. Are they financially good? For example, and I'm not doing any kind of promotion in this video, but I've seen a lot of people asking me about Finrally and Binary Mate. Both of them are brokers working with the same type of company, the same type of, well, actually Finrally has a spot option platform and Binary Mate has its own platform, but they're basically kind of a partner company. And what happens is that they do have a lot of money. They do pay the withdrawals. The problem is that they don't have a regulation. The reason why they don't have a regulation is simply because they they accept users from United States, from Canada, from Australia. They accept people from all over the world, so they're not able to get a license. And among the brokers that accept US traders, there's only Binary Mate and Markets World, Finrally, the only ones that accept US traders that are really known in the market. If you guys Google US binary option brokers, you guys will find information about Nadex, and you won't find any information about any other broker. So it doesn't make really any sense to try to go with a broker only if it's regulated. Depending on where you live, you might have an actual dedicated authority to legalize those brokers, such as Australia, for example, with Hilo, with Aussie, which is the regulated company that would identify those brokers as trusted and licensed brokers. brokers. Nevertheless, you have to be careful with the broker you guys are choosing. Just because they have a CISA regulation doesn't mean they're trusted brokers. Right now in this video, I can guarantee you that the trusted brokers that I have seen the most is binary.com, of course, IQ option. 24 option keeps on being one of the most trusted ones. We already saw what happened with any option. Um, but those three, or BD Swiss is a really trusted broker. Hilo is a really trusted broker. So I'm not saying go with any of them, and I'm not gonna give you guys a link right now so that you can register with them or anything like that. I'm not trying to promote them in this video. I just want you guys to understand that the fact that the broker has a regulation does not mean that is a trusted broker. And on the other hand, we have some brokers such as 72 option, even Utrader, that actually are trusted brokers. They will give you your money back. Now, the problem with a non-regulated broker is that you will have to deal with a salesperson that will be really pushy so that you can deposit more money, and you will have to talk to them. You will have to try to, I don't know, try to be try to be patient with them, because in the end, all he wants is another deposit. That's all he wants. But if you just refuse to give the other deposit and just like, you know what, I don't want you, you complete all the paperwork and all that, they will give you the money back. Trust me, if you're withdrawing $8,000 or $10,000, they're not going to risk the company for $10,000. Some of those companies get millions of dollars a day. So they're not going to risk their entire company for $6,000 or $10,000. However, you have to be really patient with them. That's the difference between a regulated and non-regulated broker. With a non-regulated brokers, you will have to deal with salespeople, and they will push you. But if you just refuse and complete all the required steps, then you will be successful and you will get your money back. And I have a lot of testimony stories that I haven't told them through email, and I told them, copy me on the emails, and they can actually tell you. And if any of you guys are here on this video, please comment below so everybody can see. All I tell them is copy me on the email. Sometimes I do need to contact them. Sometimes they already know my email, binarylivingway@gmail.com. Brokers know me, so they do know that I'm capable of writing a bad review on that broker, and they will screw with all of the money that is coming into their pockets. So what I do is just copy me. When you copy me, sometimes they see the email and they're like, okay, you know what? Let's just give them the money. That's it. Or sometimes I even have to email. I have an issue with Utrader when I had to email them and push them so that they can let the money go, and they did. So they will let the money go. Whenever a broker don't have any money, they won't even be operating. Even brokers that are closing their doors, that doesn't mean they don't have any money. They're just signing up for bankruptcy or whatever so that they don't have to pay that much money. So that's the difference when it comes to brokers, and you have to be very careful. In order for you to choose a good broker, you have to look for three things. One, how much time does that broker have been working? If you find a broker that I've been working for over 3 months only, then that's probably not a good idea. It's just better to wait. Number two is that you have to find the good reviews online. If you're not able to find any good reviews online, that's probably because there's no customer that is happy with their service. So find the reviews online. If you find bad reviews, try to focus and try to be objective and find why is it that those are bad reviews, because most of the bad reviews are withdrawals. But when withdrawals happen and they took a bonus, of course they will have a bad experience in there. They never take a bonus if you don't understand the terms. If you want to take them, because it's free money in the end, but you have to be willing to complete all of the steps so that they can give you the money back. I hope that makes sense. CFD stocks is trying to scam me. Hi, Dizzy, by the way. You have to be very careful when you say it's trying to scam me, because a scam itself needs to be proven on court. So they might be trying to be like smarty pants with you. And that's what I was saying. If you have completed all of the steps and you sent all of the documentation and your account has been approved, and a salesperson is just trying to push you, or I mean, they're just trying to be, you know, smarty pants, just trying to be like, just trying to find excuses not to give you the money back, just email me. Send me the emails that you've been sending to them, and then the next email, copy me on binarylivingway@gmail.com, and I'll try to push them so that they can give you the money back. In the end, they will give you the money back. The only people that is not getting money back, for example, is when that company is busted by FBI and they close their doors. So probably they're gonna have to go through an old legal process so that they can see if they can give you the money back. But that doesn't mean that in the end they will not give you the money back. It just means that you have to be more patient. But all of the brokers will have enough money so that they can give you guys that money back. Does anybody have any questions in regards to this specific topic right now, in regards to brokers and how to choose them? I want to make sure you guys got that clear. That way we can move forward. Quick question, TikTok. Let's see. Why are auto traders only working for YouTubers? I've tried 6 and all 6 losing my money. I watch news. All right. Well, TikTok, I'm going to keep that question for the next live streaming in regards to auto traders, but I will give you a quick answer right now. It's not that it only works for YouTubers. If you guys check my videos, I actually uploaded a video today for the MS management software where I actually kept my recording throughout the whole process of the trade. That way, you guys can see the transparency that my trades are actually working. We don't use any other type of system, and I say we because there's a lot of people promoting all this stuff, but basically we kind of do the same thing on YouTube. But what I do is that I just test the platform. If it works, I will upload videos. If it doesn't work, I will tell people, you know what, this doesn't work. And that's why I work with different ones so that I can have enough proof or enough testing process so that I can recommend it to you. If not, I will not recommend it. If you guys notice, I made a video in regards to the $1 million bot. It was an on-base review. Then I test them and they don't work. So that's the reason why I would not recommend it to you guys. But to answer your question, is not that it only works for him, and try to be careful because if you have 6 losses in a row, I would stop after two losses because there are good and bad days, just as any other type of trading. No, look, my session is $7 for 6 trades. Yeah, $7 is, I mean, practically nothing. But in the session, what I try to show you is that my entire process trading, and there were 5 trades. Yeah, 5 trades, and I won 3 and lost 2. I mean, it's better to give you guys that type of video and not show you guys a video with $1,000 profit. I hope that makes sense. But basically what I try to do in that video is to show you guys how it works from beginning till the end so that you don't have any type of question in regards to what is this guy doing while the video is not being recorded. Does that make sense? So that's what I try to show you. And $7 is not that much, but depending on how much money you are, depending on how much money you guys are putting into, that's how much money you guys are gonna make. I put $25 trades. If I would have put $100 trades, that would have been I don't know, $50 or something like that. Atmosphere 1980. You're asking a Spanish question, so I'm just gonna translate it to the crowd. There's a rumor that IQ option will incorporate Forex. Yes, it is possible. In fact, I spoke to one of the main people in the IQ option team, and they are telling me that they're kind of thinking about going to Forex, but they want to keep both. So if IQ option goes to Forex, that would be awesome, to be honest with you. It would be awesome. So now I'm going to move on to the next point because I don't want to keep it like that long. And, tip number 2, in order to become a successful trader, do not invest more than what you can afford to lose. This is a very, very important tip. And you have to be really, really disciplined about this specific tip. The reason why is because a lot of people email me and they tell me, you know what, I only have $250 to invest, for example, in an auto trader, and I'm really worried because this is my rent or this is my monthly expenses for the month, but I have faith and I want to do it. Just don't do it. Worse with an auto trader, you know what I'm saying? Because with an auto trader, you have a lot of chances to win, but you also have chances to lose. It's better when you manually trade, and that comes a little bit forward in this video. But I want to have this clear. If you don't have, if try to invest money that you is extra money. You know what I'm saying? For example, I don't know where you guys are located, but IQ option is almost available all the way Europe and a lot of countries in America, Africa, and New Zealand. I don't think it's available anymore, but it's only $10 deposit. You don't have to invest $1,000, $200, $100 just because you want to make more money. I understand you want to make more money. We all want to make more money. My first investment was $100, was with a top option, and then I invested $100 more, and then oh no, I'm sorry, I invested 250 with 24 option. I lost it all. Then I went to top option because I only had $100, and the problem was that I was taking those 250, 100, and $100 from my salary, and I was putting into with faith that I would make $1,000 in 2 weeks, and then I'll have to quit my job and dedicate myself full time, and I would make $1,000 every day. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and I learned the hard way. So I then invested $10 to top option. I'm sorry, to IQ option, and that was like, okay, I'm gonna try with those $10. I don't know what the $10 is gonna take me, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. So I turned those $10 to $300 to $400 in a couple months, and then I started moving forward. And then I ended up having a $10,000 account with any option, making a few $1,000s a month in profit. And of course, I quit my job and I dedicated myself to some other things. Not only, I mean, the money from binary options helped me to build some other online businesses, and I've even actually got into junior real estate, if you don't want to call it like that, because I co-partnered with another people, and we built a couple of we bought a couple of apartment buildings. So, I mean, we are into the business because of binary options. That doesn't mean that you guys are going to make millions of dollars with binary options. And that doesn't mean that you're supposed to invest $1,000 or $2,000 just to start making money. You have to start with your extra money. Don't invest the money that you're using to support your family into this business. This is a highly, highly risky business. So don't I understand, keep yourself motivated and be optimistic, but don't spend your family's money into the business. Just wait a couple months. You might be able to save $50 and then you invest $50, but keep your expenses in order. If I hope that makes sense. And more importantly, try not to focus on $1,000 at the beginning. Try to set targets according to your budget. So when I started with 250, I wanted to make 500 in that month. I couldn't make it. When I had 100, I was like, okay, I'm going to make $200 this month. I couldn't make it. So when I had $10, I was like, okay, I hope to have $25 at the end of the month. I had 150. That was good. So try to keep your goals realistic, in order to avoid disappointment, because this market will crush you on bad days. And sometimes we overtrade, and when we are overtrading, let's say for example, I would make $300 today and I would lose $400 tomorrow. That's basically the hardest part of the binary option niche. Atmosphere has another question. Says oh no, it's just a comment. Yeah, it would be great to have IQ option with Forex. Yes, great comment. All right, for the guys that are watching, before we go into another question and answer section, just give me a like on this video. And if you guys want to share it, that would be wonderful. Sharing is caring on your social media profiles. All right, so do you guys have any questions in regards to how much you have to invest when it comes to binary options? At least on your first deposit, right? And if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna move forward to the next tip. Tip number 3, in order to become, let me see, can you overtrade with this MS? Oh, can you overtrade with the MS management software? Yes. Look, when it comes to Autotraders, is way different to actual minor trading, but yes, you can minor trade. You can overtrade with the MS management software, but you can control that. With the MS management software, there's an option where you can put low risk and put 1 trade, or with 5 trades, as I did in my previous video. Let's try to deactivate the Autotrader. Just put 2 trades at a time. If you lose those 2 trades, that's it. Don't trade anymore. Wait until the next day. Probably the market isn't good. I don't know. Look, humans get sick. Why computers wouldn't get wrong, right? So try to be careful. Yes, you can overtrade with the MS management software. Just try to be careful on that. All right. I see the other question. Thank you, TikTok. Binbot Pro in US. Yes, I actually was watching a video today for the, I don't know what was the channel. I follow them. It's Binary Option Agency, I think. So they made a video as to how to set up the robot so that you can make it profitable. Now, the Binbot Pro is very similar to the IQ Option robot that I made a video before. Unfortunately, they canceled it because I really liked it. But the Binbot Pro, it's looking good. In fact, I spoke about the brokers that accept U.S. trading, U.S. traders a few minutes ago. But Binbot Pro will work with Binary Mate, with Finrally, and I think Binary Cent. So I do like Binbot Pro. I can't say I don't like it, but since it's an actual Autotrader developed by the broker, I would be very careful, because in the end, the broker will not allow you to make thousands of dollars with their own Autotrader. When it comes to, let's say, Epix Trader and the brokers, Epix Trader is the Autotrader. Yes, they do get commission for the brokers that you sign up with, but that doesn't mean that Epix Trader will make them lose just because they already got the commission. So what the hell, right? But when it comes to Binbot Pro and Binary Mate, they're the same. So I would be very skeptical into checking that, to be honest with you, with Binbot Pro. So try to be careful. If you guys, if you want to try it because you're in the USA, that's good. But I would recommend you highly and above manual trading. So good question, guys. Good questions. Number 3, tip number 3, how to become successful trader, either binary options or in Forex. And if you guys just joining in, give a thumbs up on the video and share. That way we can go ahead and keep on growing the community. Yeah, before I go into the 3rd tip, are Epix traders still profitable? Yes, they are profitable. The reason why I'm not using them anymore is basically because, I mean, Thai Robotic is so easier to use, and MS management software is so easier to use. They will just pop up the signals, right? With the Epix Trader, it is really profitable, and I really liked it. But you have to do your own analysis in order to increase that probability. And probably you're gonna have to have your chart open for freestocharts.com, your NT4, whatever you guys are using, and that will take a lot of extra time, you know. And if it is an Autotrader itself, I'll go with the MS management software, Thai Robotic, or even TNT software, which TNT software still requires a little bit of work extra, But that's the reason why I didn't use Epic Trader, but it is profitable. If you guys still use Epic Trader, you guys will notice that I had a member of the group that made $4,000 with a 250 investment with the Epic Trader. I'm sorry. So it does work. You just have to be, I don't know, you have to like to work a little bit more. I'm a little lazy, so that's the reason why I prefer the image management software. All right, I hope that answered your question. Let me see. Can you test Epic Trader expert advice for Forex? I was gonna test it, to be honest with you, because a few weeks ago, yeah, a couple months ago, I think, I got a little freaked out when it comes to binary options. I was like, okay, I'll have to go into Forex because I was freaked out. But I spoke to people that was related to binary options more than me, and they were like, no, I mean, it's a millionaire industry. It's not gonna die, no. So that's the reason why I didn't try it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a try for Forex too, for Epic Trader, because I never did. Gotta be honest with you. All right, so tip number 3, how to become a successful trader. We have to go fast, so it's been almost half an hour. Educate yourself. Guys, education is the key of success into the binary option niche. Just a couple days ago, I ordered a couple of books from Amazon.com. One of them was $6 and the other one was $3. You can do that too. Trust me, just go into Amazon and go into binary options, and you guys will find a bunch of books with strategies, psychological tips, as experiences from previous traders. Or if you're not into binary options, just go with Forex books. Their audios, their video educational. There's a bunch of education free on YouTube. On my website, I don't go that much with strategies, but there's a bunch of websites with good strategies. I'm really lazy to read, so I prefer to go with video sometimes. But you guys will find a bunch of information in regards to binary options. Educate yourself. That way, you guys will be profitable, will be successful. Trust me, it's boring, but in the end, it pays off. Okay, education is everything. KK says, have you tried Binary Destroyer? Not really. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Sorry. Thank you guys for the likes, because I see that they are increasing on this video. Number 4 tip on how to become a successful trader in binary options or Forex. And this one is really, really important. It is one of the most common mistakes. It is, do not take too many advice from too many people. I know there's like, when you type in binary options on Google, you will find like hundreds of millions of results. And it's good because there's a bunch of sources where you guys will be able to find information. But try to find a community. Of course, I would recommend you Binary Living Way because, I mean, it's great and it's mine and a lot of people loves it. But there's a bunch of communities, bunch of YouTube channels, bunch of websites that give a lot of information about binary options, tips, strategies, signals, educational videos. So you guys have to be able to find at least 1, 2, or even 5 websites or 5 YouTube channels that will give you good information and stick to it. Because the problem when you find 20 binary option channels on YouTube and 20 websites and like 5 Facebook pages and 25 blogs or whatever, then you find so many information, you get confused. Sometimes you get the actual same strategy in 2 different websites, but they say different things and you think it's opposite, and then you're like, okay, which one do I follow? And then you think it's too complicated and you're overwhelmed, and you might end up making the mistake of finding an account manager that would probably rip off your money. So my advice is just try to be consistent with the education people that you have with you. That way you guys won't have the issue of of not knowing what advice to take. In the end, many of us have been successful traders for many years, so we can give you the right guidance. Um, but you have to follow that path. Sometimes I give an advice, and what the person goes and does the opposite thing because the other person says, and then they come back and they tell me, you know what, I follow another advice and I made a mistake, I'll follow you. And I understand it, it's good. I'm not saying I have that, because it could happen the opposite way. I could give a wrong advice and they will go with the other person and tell them, you know what, I made a mistake following Christian. So my advice, I mean, we all make mistakes, but in the end we know the path that will lead you to success. So just follow 5 people at the most. I think it's reasonable. uh let's see, are the way to go. Oh, nice. Thank you, TikTok. Yeah, I hope that was following signals. TikTok says, are the binary living way are the way to go. Today we had 11 signals, 2 out of the money, which I think are very good. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, TikTok, for that comment. And yes, I forgot to mention that in this video. If you guys haven't joined my Facebook Signals group, it's 100% free. Not registration, no donation, no email, no survey, no robot identification. It's 100% free. So you guys can find it on Facebook as Binary Living Way. You guys can find my website on Google, Binary Living Way. We're actually high authority on Facebook now. So you guys will be able to find me anywhere. The actual website is the Binary Living Way at theBinaryLivingWay.com, and my email is binarylivingway@gmail.com. Which is more profitable and easy to trade, binary options or forex? All right, profitable and easy, none. Profitable is forex. Forex is more profitable. You can make $1,000 from $100 with forex, depending on the pips, and you can actually have a trade with 1,000 pips a win. It's not that common, but you can make it, and you will make thousands of dollars. Now, easy with forex is not easy at all. Forex, it requires a lot of technical education, such as spreads, lots, leverage. You have to know how to calculate your profit. It's a bunch of information. With binary options, it's more like, okay, your prediction is good or not, and that's it. So it's easier with binary options, and that's the reason why binary options is so crowded, because a lot of people from forex are like, okay, this is a headache, so I go with binary options. What the hell? I'll make probably less money, but I'll be more comfortable. And a lot of people that have gone from binary options to forex are like confused, and they're like freaked out. And so more profitable is definitely forex. More easy to use, it's binary options. No questions asked. Good question, Shaka, by the way. And thank you guys for the likes. Okay, so number 5 and the 5th and the last tip to how to become a successful trader in binary options on forex is withdraw periodically. Withdraw once in a while, please. I've seen $50,000, $100,000 accounts blocked and just deactivated, and people killing themselves. And I'm saying this seriously. There were news, I would think it was at the end of last year, where in Israel, they put a blog stating how many people had committed suicide due to, they said binary option investment, but I think it was investment overall. But for binary options, a lot of people have killed themselves. I'm not saying you guys are close to kill yourself. I'm not close to that either, but you have to be very careful. First, you have to be smart. What is easier for the broker? Give you $5,000 or $100,000? For $5,000, they probably will be fighting with some guy that is claiming to, or is trying to withdraw $50,000. And you withdraw $5,000, and they're like, give it to him. I don't care. I'm dealing with a $50,000 guy. So you have to be really, really smart. Remember that we're actually trading against brokers. So try to be smart and try to withdraw once in a while. I'm not saying $5,000, because if you're trading $20,000 a month, then you can withdraw $15,000. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying don't use your broker as a savings account, because anything can happen tomorrow. And if you have $200,000, that happens in Forex, but with Forex, it's a little bit more trusted. With Forex, you actually can have a $100,000 account and withdraw $100,000 account, and they will give you the money, because with Forex, they handle billions of dollars, not millions. But with binary options, you know, they, I mean, it's really, really. Let me give you guys the link. I'm getting the link for the group right now. And yes, for binary options, just try to withdraw your money. Let me see. Yeah, I put it in the group chat, the link for the group. I'm not always active, and I gotta say that up front. I'm not always in the group, so if you guys send me a message, sometimes I take up to 3-4 days to answer on Facebook. But I appreciate the patience. So as I was saying, just try to withdraw your money every 2 weeks at least. If you profited, of course. If you are not in profit for X and Y, Z reasons, then just don't withdraw. But if you are making profit, try to withdraw at least every 2 weeks, or at least once a month. Once a month, it will be free from most of brokers, so it shouldn't hurt you, you know. So I mean, try to withdraw every 2 weeks or every month, and you will be fine. So that is my last tip. In order for you guys to become a successful trader, this is more like overall stuff, right? It's not like technical tips, but I will go ahead and do that in any future video. But do you guys have any questions for me right now before we go? Please let me understand. This is Oshaka Udo asking the question. It says, please let me understand, do you have a trading platform? Myself? What do you mean? Like, do I have a broker? Because I didn't understand that question. And anybody else that also have any questions, just go in the live chat, and I will answer right now. And thank you very much for the likes, guys, and for watching. It's not a big crowd, but this video will be uploaded, of course. So if you guys are watching the recording version, that's good. Claudio asks, are you going to make a new signal alert? Well, to be honest with you, the BLW signal alert is working really good. I actually made a video, but I haven't edited today, where I was able to get 4 out of 4 in the money with BLW signal alert. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make one new, but I would definitely consider that. You know, one easier, I would say it would be the point. Yeah, the signal alert, the BLW signal alert does not work on MT5. It only works on MT4. It was like the setup when I created it. It was like, I don't know, probably a year ago. So it only works on MT4. I can see if I can change it. You know, it's kind of hard to work with the code and all that, but I'll see if I can change it. But Shaka, I didn't receive like a clarification on that question. So I think this is pretty much it. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so that we can go ahead and interact in the future. As I think I will be having these live streaming sessions more often. Let's see. Lionel, do you get any donations in order to pay your admin staff in your Facebook group? Just curious and concerned. I do take donations. There's a part of the website. It's a little hidden on the website, but it's for donations. I usually pay my admins from my own pocket, because we don't get that many donations, and I don't push them. I don't push you guys in order to do that, because in the end, you guys are here to make money, not to give money away. So let's all make money together, and then from my money, I'll pay them. I don't have a problem with that. I've been struggling a little bit because of some issues that I exposed on my group, but yeah, we do take donations in case you want to. You're welcome, TikTok. He says thanks for the video. And Yushaka says, what I mean is, if you have own BLW platform from traders to trade, not really. They all use um, their own broker to use. They do use trusted brokers such as binary.com, Hilo, or IQ option itself. But no, we don't have any specific platform for traders to trade. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for today. You're more than welcome, and thank you very much for joining me. I really had a great time today. And stay tuned for the copy of this video. And if you're watching the copy part, also give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And wait for my next live streaming, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm thinking about the topics. If you guys have any ideas of to what we should talk about, then hit me on the comments, and I'll be more than happy to try to include it on the next live streaming. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys later on.